Hey, you guys. Welcome once again to week 3 of GPK Sketch Card a Day, hosted by yours truly, Victor Moreno. If you guys haven't been tuning in, what is GPK Sketch Card a Day? So this all started, kind of inspired by our current, lockdown scenario, and I've still been drawing during this whole time, and it's a good way to I think interact with people who are part of like the community, who like Garbage Pail Kids, who like artwork, and do some live art. I am sketching from Tempe, Arizona, and the weather's starting to change. And it's like spring. Spring is in the air, and unfortunately for me, that means allergies. I like getting fresh sunlight in from the window and everything, but going outside, pollen everywhere, and I am allergic. So if you hear me sniffling, that is the allergies at play. No fun. But we're all good. I got my glass of water. I got some fresh sunlight in here, and I got some cards. So even if you're catching this later on a replay, what we're going to do is do some live sketching. And today we are doing a commission. We're doing a commission for Victor Camera, not to be confused with this Victor. And Victor wanted to get my actual namesake GPK, Thick Vic, aka Stone Sean. I've only drawn this guy once, and he's kind of on a play on the Rodin sculpture, The Thinker. So he's kind of like, picture The Thinker from Rodin, but wearing a dunce cap with kind of a derp face. So that's what we're gonna do today, and we're gonna do some nice cream to orange blend backgrounds. See, there's 3 people watching. I can't see who it is, but if you feel like chatting, feel like saying hi, just pop in here. 4 people now. So today we're doing Stone Sean, aka Thick Vic, for the first half hour, and depending on how that goes, we might do a second card during the second half hour, and that will probably be fun. We always kind of do horror characters during the second half hour, or whatever people kind of recommend. So if you have suggestions, or you have a character that you'd like to get a sketch card of, then after I'm done with this card, peep in or send me a message and we can make that happen. So let's kind of get this guy started. So he has a big dunce cap. I'm going to go, the dunce cap, instead of going over, I'm going to go under the banner. Lots of lines on this guy. So here we go. We're going to do some nice stone textures. 8 people. This thing isn't telling me who's here today. So if you're here, Sarah Wheatcroft is here. Hey, what up? If you're here today, just feel free to wave or say something in the chat thing below, and then I can see who's in here. And I kind of talk while this happens. It's it's not just silent, lo-fi beats. Like to interact with people. It's kind of what makes this fun. So I'm making the dome of the cap a little too narrow there, because I want it to kind of flare out a bit. Not like a sorting hat flare out, but a flare out like, we're making it fun. Can't wait to see it when done. Yeah, it should be fun. So I always like these. So we're hitting the OS ones very heavily in this one. So of late. All right. That seems like it should be going. Kind of like a gnome cap. It's going to have a nice delineation. And let's start breaking into the head here. I'm not doing straight lines today, but just to show you guys, it's all right to erase. Chris is here. What up, man? A lot of people are always like, first thought, best thought. And it's like, it's all right to do light lines and then go back. All right. I feel like that's a good head shape. And here we go. Yeah, during the weekend, we ended up putting up a lot of our old Gross Card Con sketch sets or card sets up. So this one was the one we had up this weekend, and I included a sketch card in all of them, and they blew out pretty fast. If anyone's interested, I could probably make a couple more sets from that, from the leftover cards I have. They're $25 each. The 2020 ones with the Joker, those are all gone. 100% all gone. That was a fun set. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting fun artwork during the time of Corona. You know, right now it's all about creating fun content for you guys. 14 people in here. That's pretty good. Again, I can't see who's in here, so I know I like talking to you guys, so feel free to say something in the chat, wave, whatnot, and I'd love to talk to you guys. Let me know, how's your day going? Done anything fun today? Have you cooked anything new in your kitchen pantry situation since you're stuck at home, or some good takeout? I don't know. I'd like to hear about it. My voice still cracks even though I'm 41. It's kind of funny. People hear how old I am and they freak out. They're like, you do not look that old. I'm like, yeah, but I am. Just good genetics. You know, my mom doesn't look her age. My grandpa's 92, you know. I feel very fortunate. A lot of people on my mom's side of family lived to be like ridiculously old. I think my great-grandpa was like 101 when he passed. I hopefully I get to live that long, you know, assuming we make it past the whole Corona thing. 20 people, hey now. Say hi, guys. Well, I'm glad I can entertain you in the best of times and the worst of times. But today we're being entertained by inspirations based on old sculptures. Now, when I was a kid, a lot of people like knew this was like in a lot of Looney Tunes. This is a very famous like sculpture, Rodin's The Thinker. So of course this would be a great thing to parody in the Garbage Pail Kid world. I feel like it's kind of apt. I feel like people honestly need to be thinking a little more critically these days, and seeing a lot of those protests. And I don't really know how to feel about that. Like, I feel like they're getting way too much airtime, frankly, you know. I'm glad people are popping in and out, you know. You guys liking this so far? I think it's coming up pretty cool. He has a little bit more of a human-y body than some other Garbage Pail Kids. Like, you know, human proportions versus GPK proportions. When I say GPK, I mean Garbage Pail Kid. For those who just might be wanting to see some cool art and they're like, what's GPK mean? Garbage Pail Kids. Alright, he's going to be resting here. We're going to see a crack there. Yeah. And this is going to be the subject of our first half hour at around 3:30-ish. We're going to do a different card. And this is a commission for Victor Camera. Get some cracks in there, although I'm not a big fan of the cracks. I might downplay them a little bit, honestly. You gotta make things your own when you're doing adaptations, I think. You should always make things your own. Alright. Yeah, so now let's do some color. As sometime, if you've been frequenting this blog, you should know I tend to use these. They're called chart pack markers, or like from the 60s advertising art markers. They lay down nice swaths of color. So I'm going to use ice blue. I'm going to use this pale indigo, which is kind of like a light purple. That'll be good for shadows. I'm going to use this guy, cool gray. Hey Shauna, how's it going? Ruby's here. What up, Ruby? And cool gray number 3 will be our liner. So we're going hardcore on the statue colors, and we're going to do a cream to orange blend on the background. So let's do some pale indigo first. It's kind of like a light purple. I'm glad you're liking it. Yep, this is like the Garbage Pail Kid that applies to my name. I always kind of wished I'd liked it more. I like him. He's cool. I like that he's kind of based on classical art, because I like classical art. They should have just done more Victor variations, is all I'm saying. This is going to be a great sketch Jedi collection. Thanks, Victor. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm going to make him pretty badass for you. And there's 21 people in here. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a little sniffly because of allergies. It happens. It happens, right? The worst thing, I live in Arizona, you can get is actually a summer cold. And I had a summer cold like a week ago. I guess that's more of a spring cold. It was like a little, my lymph node was a little like, did not care for that. Charles is here. What up, man? You just got to be careful, because it's very easy to get sick. So you guys should stay safe. Stay safe. Wear masks. I wish there were like Garbage Pail Kid face masks. Wouldn't that be cool? Creepy Company should get on that. I think they could probably make some cool ones. Right? It's coming up pretty nice. Let's do some cool gray number 1. Blowing away some eraser dust right there. Listen to some lo-fi beats. When I was a kid, they tended to call this stuff Muzak. You guys remember Muzak? Tended to hear it in elevators or fine dining rooms. What up, Brandy? Just laying in some shades of gray here. I could do this in blue, but I kind of want the blue to accent the gray once it's already laid down, because we're going to do some layers here. And if you're doing layers, you should always do gray first. It serves as an underpainting. Hey, Nelson, how's it going, man? Today we're doing Stoned Sean in the first half hour. And then the second half hour is going to be, if you want a character, hit me up. And maybe we can do another commission in another half hour. Else I'll probably just do a horror character. And then we'll throw that one on eBay, or you guys can decide if you want to grab it from me. It's a very warm day today. You know, I like warm days. I just kind of miss winter. Well, I heard in some parts of the country it's even snowing right now. It's so crazy. I'm like envious. I would like some rain or snow. Preferably rain. We don't really get snow here. There's going to be a spider hanging from there. I just haven't done that yet. Ron's here. What up, man? Let's see. Do a line here. And a few dots. Yo. Alright, now let's do some ice blue over this noise. Awesome, man. I'm glad you liked it. I'm trying to ship stuff fast so it gets to you guys. I have like a big mail run to do tomorrow. I had to go to Staples today to get like shipping supplies. And it always was like, they have all these arrows and one-way lanes, but there's like still people who are like wandering around yelling with no face mask on. It like trips me out. I'm like, dude, I don't want to get sick. Think of other people. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad it didn't take too long. My post office is pretty good. All the guys there know my name and everything. I'm in there so much. There we go. And a little more shade here. He has a crack on his leg too. I'll have to add that in post fact. There's new people here who haven't been in this chat before. Feel free to say hi. I'd like to know everybody who's watching, or at least say hi. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm going to try to make this a chill experience where we talk about, sometimes I talk about art theory and why I use certain colors. Yeah, in particular this one, we're just going to mainly use these markers. Maybe a little Prismacolor, but I don't really see myself leaning heavily into that today. At least on this one. Yeah, have you guys tried any good restaurants in your area? What's your favorite kind of food? I had a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch, and sometimes the nice comfort foods, they really hit the spot. There's like crows outside my window. I can hear them. It's really funny. I got the Outer Space Chase card today. It looks awesome in person. Thanks again for doing it. Oh, I'm glad you got that card too. Yeah, that card was a lot of fun. I really dug doing it. Hopefully Chase likes it. Oh, got a call. Alright, be safe. Michael's here. Hey man, what up? Yeah, when I went out to get mailing supplies, even though I got back home quick, there was this huge crash on my way back. It was on Rural Road and Broadway here in Tempe, and like these two SUVs just smashed each other totally up by Little Caesars, and I just kept thinking like, damn, there's way too much traffic out even for this pandemic. I feel bad because, you never want to see stuff like that. Very grisly. Look at that. I think that's coming out pretty nice. What do you guys think? We're going to go in there with some black to sharpen this all up. It's kind of the first pass. Then we're going to do some more gray over areas of that blue. So I'm going to use this to do some fine details. It's a Micron Figma. It's 0.1 millimeter. And we're going to use this one. It's another Micron Figma. It is chisel edge. And this is my preferred piece to use. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think it's coming out pretty nice so far. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these early Garbage Pail Kids, they have like nice simple designs, but if you don't take your time, you get them wrong. So you always got to take your time doing them. Yes, well, you should. I hope so too. I didn't see like any blood or anything, but the cars are totally smashed up. It was a very soothing video. That's kind of what we're going for. Soothing music. I'm trying to have a soothing voice going on. It's 420 today. Anybody partaking in that? It's funny, like, before, it's like, oh, it's 420 on 420. Would have been kind of funny to see Cheech and Chong and all that. But I think, it's not the right time given everything that's going on. I personally don't smoke, even though a nice mint or some oil is very good, especially on my joints because I have arthritic knees from playing football when I was in high school. It's like I was a center. Should have been like a thing. It's like if you are a center, you will have bad knees for the rest of your life. Just so you know. I am while I'm watching this. Yeah, I don't blame you. But, I was good for being a center. I was a big stocky guy and people had a hard time getting past me. Of course now, like, I can tell when it rains like a day before it happens. Like, it's gonna rain. I know, because of my knees. At least I'm feeling better. Some of you guys know at Gross Card Con I got really messed up because I had a kidney stone attack, and that's over now. So hopefully that my first Gross Card Con, I had an incident with gummies that sidelined me for most of that first day, and this one, kidney stone. So hopefully next year I'll be able to not have anything happen to me. Third time's a charm. Like how I'm looking forward to things from next year. This year's a wash. They're going to open up the wine and spirits store, but it's curbside delivery only. I'm not a smoker, I'm not a drinker. Yeah, that's no fun. Oh, shop instead of dope. Gotcha. Now I gotcha. Yeah, I don't smoke. I like mints. I don't smoke cigarettes or anything. It's just like I just do it to relax because I get anxiety. It's more of a now and then thing. And I'm a big fan of the oil because it is good if you have issues. Better than Blue Emu. Last time I was in Vegas, I picked up a nice big flask of it, and it's like a godsend. Blue Emu is good too, though. I recommend that for people who have issues with, joint pain. What do you think? That's looking pretty good, right? Yeah, but just a nice, good day to chill out. Yeah, I CBD oil is so good. And just it's weird because for like a long time like that's a scam, and then you try, I'm like, huh, holy shit, that stuff works. Yeah, I was very prejudiced against a lot of them. Like, use doesn't really help, and it does, man. Glad you guys are liking it. Alright, let's do some indigo on this blue-gray mix and see what kind of effect we get with it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's go with that. That looks pretty solid. That was a happy accident. I was like, yeah, let's see what it looks like. And it's giving us kind of a turquoisey shadow thing. And kind of staining the color with giving us a nice little effect there. Can you see that? It kind of gives like when you see like an old grave in a cemetery and like the weather's affected it. That's kind of the vibe it's giving this piece. Like old, like aged granite, which is kind of what I was hoping it would do. That's how you get the most out of your palette. Just experiment. Right? It is a good blend. I dig it. Do a little drop shadow here. All right, let's do some background now. So this is a different yellow than I've been using. It's actually called Cream. It gives kind of like a stain effect, which I like. You'll probably be seeing me use it a lot more. Originally, I pretty much only used this for doing atom bomb mushroom clouds. but it's also good for Donald Trump hair. Alright, we'll do some salmon. Looks like a pineapple push pop. Alright, and now we'll do some pale flesh in between both of these. And that will give us a good mid-blend. And the trick is to let it go between both colors so you get kind of that natural blend going. I like that. That looks very painty. It looks better in real life than the light's making it come out to. I don't know why the light's a little weird in here. Alright, and that one's done. That looks pretty good, actually. I don't think I'm going to do too much to it. I'll do a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. He just needs a few dots here and there. This isn't doing the effect I usually do. I just want a little more texture to the background. That's why I'm using Tombow. Otherwise, it would do that peel away thing. But I might do like one, just because I know you guys like it. There we go. I think that's solid. It's not. Sometimes you don't have to overwork things; they just come out nice. And yeah, let's peel this off really quick. Here it comes. Bonk. Alright, so that's the card for the first half hour. We're going to do another card in a minute. But yeah, it looks pretty good, right? What do you think? See, I did the peel effect a little bit, and then we had just a few dots for texture. Looks kind of like the cover of the Downward Spiral, the Nine Inch Nails album. I'm glad you like it, Victor. I will mail that out to you tomorrow. So we'll let that one dry. Yeah, I like it. Sometimes, keep it simple. That's all you got to do. All right. So now we're going to do another card. Let's see. Suggestions. Somebody have a card that they've been wanting to see me draw and they want to commission one right now. Else I can just kind of do a character of my own choice. Feel free to speak up. This is your moment. You only get one shot. I'm not going to recite more lyrics. Haley. Boom, boom, boom. Let me look that character up. You don't always take the first pick. I just want to see if it's one I want to see. No, I don't want to draw that one right now. me see. It kind of looks like the Mars Attacks one, but with hair. Alright, maybe I'll just do that one. We'll just make it simple. I'll have to remember this card because could use it for an alternate for the Alien Ian or card. Alright. Let's see. Like a J in her. It's like funny, like this card, like the bulk of it seems to just be the head shape. Whoa. Sometimes this thing slides off. I have this at an angle, which is good. You should always have your things in a way that makes it easy. But sometimes gravity gets in your way. I'm really shocked that they didn't put EMC square in the brain folds or something, because I feel like that's kind of what I was looking for. But it's, that could have been a fun way. There's a J in her hair, in her brain folds. They could have just made it a little more funny. Where can you buy these, the blanks like you were using? I get them made because I get so many commissions. You can go to an art store and they sell blank ones that are just blank pieces of paper, or essentially. I use those too sometimes. But I get these made because, the backs, I can't, they're congratulations, an original artwork illustrated by me. That's what the backs look like. So I just kind of like making my own, so it feels a little special. Yeah, you can buy her for sure. And send me a message afterwards. She'll have a cute coloring job too. I think that's the main reason. I was like, yeah, we can do this one. It'll work. Let's work on that. Sometimes it's easy to deviate from the cheek structure into doing just a cartoon character. This one has a better face than Bonnie Bunny, kind of, which I like. I had to cuten up Bonnie Bunny. She was just kind of like Atom Bomb, but a Playboy bunny. Which might have been the gag. Sometimes I miss the gag. I don't know. Paul says, that's sick. Oh, thanks. And Ryan's here. What up, man? If you want to get a commission done like this on the live stream, you can totally message me and we can set that up for you. This week's actually wide open so far. It's like $50. And I will draw it on a live stream with soothing music to make you feel good about the world. If you missed Friday's GPK sketch card a day, that's going to go up on YouTube once I'm done with this. Actually, it's already up on there. I just have to make it unprivate. Now you know the secret. What's up, man? How's it going, dude? Also, if you've ordered something from me over the weekend, they're all going out tomorrow. We've had a big week in sales and such between this and the card packs. So I'm going to be addressing and mailing stuff for a good couple hours after this. Which is good because all that helps right now because the pandemic wiped my job out, as you guys know. So this is kind of my job now. And it's what I do for fun, but I'm glad you guys support it. I'm glad she likes it. I like her pastel coat. That's kind of fun. Actually, while I have you guys here, and we're talking about I was talking about science-y characters. I'm going to show you a commission I did for a buddy over the weekend. So, my friend Chris wanted to get an atom bomb and Grim Jim commission. So this is what he got. It's Atom Bomb as Dr. Herbert West, Dead Ted as his undead professor, and the specter of death hanging over them. It's a reanimator. Oh, dude, send it to me, because, yeah, I'll probably need that for sure. Right? Isn't that awesome? So, yeah, if you get, like, a Pano commission or something, they tend to come out like that. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, just showing that off. He saw it already, so it's not like I'm cheating him with the reveal. Yeah, right? Maybe that'll give you guys ideas if you want to get another commission from me for the live stream. Just saying. Alright. Let's get cracking on some gray matter here. Which ironically isn't gray, right? It's like flesh tone. This should be fun. Now I'm pushing down on this marker because it'll give me a darker tone than usual. But then we're still going to do the many layers of flesh thing, so should be a fun time. Alright, there's some there. Whew, it's warm in here. I would turn on the fan, but it would blow everything over. So that's why I have ice water. I used to chew on ice a lot before my whole kidney stone issue. And I don't anymore because now I drink a ton of water. But yeah, I realized I was doing it because I was always dehydrated because I drank too much soda and not enough water. And now I know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Alright, so now let's do these grooves in with a flesh tone liner. Grooves in the brain. Grooves in the brain. Alright, I'm getting there. Yeah, I like brush pens just because they give you a little bit more of an organic feel when you do stuff like this. The side of her head kind of looks like a cauliflower. You guys like Indian food? Whoa, I like Indian food. So that's where I like cauliflower from. One of the things I miss most about the world because of the whole pandemic is Indian food buffets. Indian buffets are a great, great way to try a lot of good food inexpensively. I learned how to cook Indian food just because I like it so much, but it's just a production, so it's not an everyday thing. But where I was going with that is one of my favorite Indian dishes. It's called aloo gobi. It's a northern Indian Punjabi dish that is cauliflower, sauteed cauliflower and potato and onions with and garlic with turmeric and garam masala. Ugh, it's so friggin' good. To be honest, I've never had any Indian food before. You should totally try it. Well, do you like Cuban food or even some Mexican food? It's tangentially they're all related because they all kind of use the same garlic and garlic, potatoes, coriander, which is like cilantro. And the spices are really nice, You should try it for sure. Even try chicken tikka masala, even though it's not really Indian food. It's like a chicken curry, and it's super good. It's like England's favorite food because English food is kind of shitty. Well, no, I'll take that back. I like shepherd's pie and bangers and mash, but there's a lot of blandness to it. Indian desserts are where it's at. Yeah, they're good. I also like raita, that kind of yogurt sauce. But yeah, their desserts are pretty yummy. Mango lassi is really good. Yeah, you should try it. I mean, I get it if you haven't. I didn't try Indian food until I was 27, and then I was like, where the fuck have you been all my life? Sorry, guys, didn't mean to curse, but, I'm trying to keep it all ages. But yeah, dude, it's really good. You should check it out. But again, I don't blame you if you haven't. Like I said, I didn't try any till I was 27. I like eating it with naan. You can even just eat it with naan naan is like a cross between tortilla. It's or Indian fry bread. Or it's like a really puffy tortilla. Yeah. I don't know, as I get older, I'm I only got so much time to try so many things, and I'm glad I like Indian food. It's very, very good. I like Cuban food, I like Italian food, But weirdly enough, I like New York pizza more than like Italian style Neapolitan pizza. I'm like, yeah, I just realized, if it's one of those things that like they created in Italy, but honestly, I feel like they perfected in America. Not to say Neapolitan pizza is bad. I just prefer actually I like Sicilian pizza because it's kind of like Detroit deep dish, but it's very good. Also something you should try if you get a chance. Prefer Sicilian pizza to Neapolitan pizza any day of the week. Oh, I'm glad she likes it. Yep, we're trying to make it fun. Alright, and then keep going with the glasses here. I wish this micron was like 1 millimeter thicker. Next time I go to the art store, I'll have to get one like 0.2 or 0.3 millimeters. This one, I feel like if I put too much pressure on it, I'm going to snap it. And I want it to lay down a slightly thicker line. But see, it's good on the eye. It's just doing something like the glasses. It was just like, careful. I don't really ink a lot per se. I sort of just ink areas. So I just kind of dance around what I want to ink. I kind of prefer to paint with markers and just ink it like a comic book drawing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just you develop your style, and after a while you're like, this is what I like to do. And this is my preference now. It's just kind of like painting with markers. This is the indigo I'm using for the shading here, FYI. Alright, now we'll do some brown to line the face. Darken a few of these grooves. You see I'm going really lightly over them because I don't want to overpower the line. Just accent it. Because that's the goal, just accent, accent, accent. And then you still get both colors. Death Calling, what up? Alright, let's do some hair. Used to hate hair, but I feel like through repetition I'm starting to get better at it. It's not as hard as I made it out to be in my brain, I think. That's the thing, sometimes your brain just makes things more complicated than they actually are. do a little bit more outlining here. There's Mark. What up, man? How's it going? Donald, how's it going, dude? And kept a pretty decent sized crowd for this one. Alright, let's make that tube pop against this background. So we're going to do a blue coat. Let's do green tube stuff. Oh, I'm glad you dig it, man. Now we'll do blue for the coat. I watched the final season of Mr. Robot over the weekend. It's like, that's a pretty damn good show. I was not expecting it to go the way it did, but I dug it. I started watching this other show called The Gifted. Which is like, it's like random X-Men. Which is super like, okay. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but It got canceled, apparently. The first season was a slew to get through, but I'm almost at the end, and they just introduced the Stepford Cuckoos, which I like, but I was like, man, this show took a long time to get entertaining. I also don't know how I feel about, like, the main characters on the show being the Von Struckers. I'm like, those characters are Nazis. Or, I'm sorry, Hydra, Hopefully it gets better. I'm like almost at the end of season 1. Yeah, I own the first couple seasons. I just watched the last season on the USA app. I'm using a paint pen to do the blackboard stuff. Alright, let's do a dark brown on that ridge of the brain over here. I think the bow is looks like it's indigo and blue. Indigo, blue. Let's finish that off. All right. And there, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to do the same kind of background we did on the other guy, except in inverse. Weirdly enough, it's just funny. They have complementary backgrounds. Wasn't expecting that, but hey, now you get to see. This card's actually going to look pretty nice. All right, now we need some salmon. We got this guy. Oh, there's salmon. It's 4 on the nose, so we're doing pretty good on time. Right, and now we'll do sunset to blend. Alright, and then let's do some dots over here. Well, no, let's do a little bit of cream to go up this way. Now we have a more natural blend. Let's do a couple pops. And then a couple darker ones for texture. All right, and then we do this. Boom, done. And here's the noise. Look at that. That is pretty nifty. Again, it looks better in real life. My camera's getting a weird shadow thing going on. And the hair flew on my camera. But yeah, that's it for today. Like I said, we have the whole week open as far as if you want to get a commission done on the live stream. So send me a message if you'd like to make that happen. Commissions are $50. You get a full color and record of your thing happening right here. Mark says, nice card. Nelson says, so good, right? It's so good. I'm going to work on your cover after this, Nelson, so I can send all your stuff out at once. I think that'll be fun. But yeah. Cool, PM me. And yeah, that's it for today. Let me see what else. Oh, here's the other card. These are the 2 cards for today. I think those both came out pretty nifty. Mark the Card Shark. I'll have to look that one up. I don't know if that's a real one. Oh, awesome. I'm glad she loves it. Yeah, like I said, I can still make a few more sets out of this one, the Rasslers one. Those are 25. 5-card set. And yeah, like I said, I have a few more comic cover commissions I need to finish up this week. One for Nelson, one for Michael, and there's another one. I have it on a piece of paper. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Chewy. So yeah, Chewy, Michael, and Nelson, yours are the next commissions up. So it should be done in the next couple days. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I will be on board tomorrow. There's no commission lined up, so I might just do some fun random horror characters, unless somebody messages me and we'll make it happen. I don't know, maybe Cheech and Chong. Today would have been the day to do that, right? Yeah, I think that might be a fun one. Cheech. No, I knew who you were talking about. All right. But yeah, I'm getting some messages, but I can't really see them on my phone because I'm doing this at the same time. But I'll message everybody back, and tomorrow will be same time, Tuesday at 3. We'll put up Fridays on YouTube right after this. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Victor Moreno and at Art of Cult. And if you want to support but can't afford a commission or anything, I take tips. So $1 or so can totally make a difference at Victor Moreno or Cult Classics Vic. It's all good. If not, just follow me on Instagram. That's enough of a tip for me. But yeah, join me tomorrow at 3 p.m. and for the rest of the day, we're going to ship out some stuff, and I'll have some more art going on this week. So stay tuned, stay fresh, stay safe. All right, bye.